All right, gentlemen, let's sit down and have a straight talk. You've crossed that big milestone, maybe 60, maybe 65, maybe even 70. You've lived enough years to know what really matters. You want to stay active, keep your mind sharp, keep your body strong, and enjoy the moments that make life worth living. So you've been doing all the right things. You've cut back on the heavy steaks, swapped them for fresh salads. You're piling more greens onto your plate. You've traded fried foods for heart-healthy options. You're following all the mainstream advice because you're serious about taking care of yourself. And yet, you still feel it. The energy isn't what it used to be. That spring in your step, it's more of a shuffle now. The drive to take on the day, the drive to take on anything, feels like it's fading. And in the bedroom, well, let's just say things aren't firing on all cylinders like they used to. Here's the thing most men don't want to hear but need to. Sometimes doing everything right according to popular health advice can actually backfire, because some of those so-called super healthy foods you've been told to eat might be quietly working against you. Now, I've spent years researching men's health, listening to men, digging into the science, and helping thousands navigate through the noise and misinformation out there. And what I've learned is this: your diet isn't just something you try to get right. It is the single most powerful tool you have for keeping your masculinity strong, your energy high, and your performance, both physical and intimate, alive and well. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you through 3 everyday foods that could be sabotaging your energy, hormones, and blood flow without you even realizing it. Then for each one, I'm going to give you a hero food, a food that works in your favor, almost like a secret weapon. And if you stick with me until the very end, I'll share a bonus tip about a simple mineral you can add to your diet that acts like a master key for unlocking more energy and more free testosterone, without pills, powders, or gimmicks. Here is a quick one. Comment 1 if you think this topic is worth discussing, or 0 if you think it's not that important. Let's start with the first one: hormonal balance. Now, every man knows testosterone is king. It's the hormone that fuels your strength, your focus, your competitive drive, and yes, your performance in the bedroom. And as you age, testosterone naturally declines. But here's the kicker: many men are making that decline worse without realizing it. Why? Because their diet is quietly tipping the hormonal scale in favor of estrogen, the female hormone. And one of the biggest culprits here? Soy. I know, soy's got this shiny image. Tofu, soy milk, edamame. The health magazines and supermarket labels make it look like a perfect, clean protein choice. But soy is loaded with compounds called phytoestrogens. These are plant-based imposters that mimic estrogen in your body. Think of your hormones like a well-tuned sports car engine. Testosterone is the high-octane fuel that makes it roar. But when you flood your system with phytoestrogens, it's like pouring watered-down fuel into the tank. The engine still runs, but not with the same power, not with the same response. Over time, the balance between testosterone and estrogen gets skewed. And that means less drive, less muscle, less energy, and yes, weaker erections. The sneaky part: soy is everywhere. Even if you never touch tofu, it hides in protein bars, sauces, salad dressings, baked goods, even in things you'd never suspect. So what's the antidote? The hero that helps your body keep estrogen in check? Broccoli. Now, broccoli might not sound exciting. It's been the butt of jokes for decades. But this humble green is packing a powerful compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane works like your hormonal janitor. It helps your liver process and clear out excess estrogen, leaving testosterone free to do its job. But here's the part most people miss: how you cook broccoli matters. If you boil it to death until it's limp and pale, you've destroyed most of the sulforaphane. If you microwave it into mush, same thing. To get the full benefit, you want it raw with a healthy dip or lightly steamed, just 3 to 4 minutes, until it's bright green and still has a bit of crunch. That's when it turns from vegetable into hormone balancing weapon. All right, let's move to the second big one. This one's all about blood flow. Good circulation isn't just about avoiding heart attacks. It's about energy. It's about mental clarity. And for men, it's absolutely about bedroom performance. But blood flow has an enemy, a silent one, called chronic inflammation. And one of the foods that fuels this fire might surprise you: processed corn. Now, I'm not talking about sweet corn on the cob at a summer cookout. I'm talking about the industrial stuff: corn oil, high fructose corn syrup, corn starch. This stuff hides in thousands of processed foods. Chips, crackers, baked goods, condiments, even so-called healthy salad dressings. Are you with me? Type 2 in the comments to let me know you're still watching. The problem? These processed corn products are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. You need some omega-6, but you also need omega-3s to balance them out. The ideal ratio is about 2 to 1, but most modern diets are 20 to 1, and that imbalance acts like a slow, constant flame inside your arteries. This inflammation damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels, the very part that produces nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your arteries to relax and open up. Without enough nitric oxide, your arteries get stiff, narrow, and your blood flow slows. It's like turning a 4-lane freeway into a clogged, twisting back road. So what's the hero food here? Beets. Beets are nature's nitric oxide booster. They're loaded with natural nitrates that your body converts directly into nitric oxide, helping to relax your blood vessels and get that blood flowing freely again. Think of it like sending in a crew to clear traffic and open all lanes. You're suddenly getting better circulation everywhere, from your brain to your... well, you know where else. The key is freshness. Eat them raw, grated into salads. Roast them lightly. Juice them. Just skip the canned or heavily pickled ones. The high heat and vinegar strip away much of what makes them powerful. Now, our third big point, protecting the testosterone you already have. You can be doing all the right things, exercising, eating clean, sleeping well, but if you've got certain nutrient blockers in your diet, you could be quietly draining your testosterone-building minerals before your body can use them. One of the biggest offenders? Large amounts of raw spinach. Don't get me wrong, spinach is loaded with nutrients. But when you eat it raw in huge quantities, like those big green smoothies, you also get a huge load of oxalates. Oxalates are mineral magnets. They bind to essential nutrients in your gut and pull them out of your body before you can absorb them. And one of their favorite minerals to steal? Zinc. Zinc is absolutely critical for men. Without enough of it, testosterone production slows. Your body's recovery slows. Your immune system weakens. So if you're gulping down a giant raw spinach smoothie every morning, you might be unknowingly flushing away one of the minerals your body needs most. Still with me? Drop a yes in the comments to let me know you're tuned in. The fix? Cook your spinach. Even a quick sauté or light steaming for a couple of minutes breaks down those oxalates and frees up the minerals. And if you really want to protect your testosterone, here's the next hero. Mushrooms, specifically white button mushrooms. Here's why. As men age, an enzyme called aromatase gets busier. Aromatase's job? To convert testosterone into estrogen. That's right. It's like a thief stealing from your most valuable bank account. Mushrooms naturally contain compounds that block aromatase, slowing that conversion down. That means more testosterone stays in its active, usable form, the kind that gives you strength, stamina, and drive. A couple of servings a week, sautéed with garlic and olive oil, is an easy and tasty way to protect what you've got. Now, let's recap before we hit the bonus tip. Cut soy and bring in lightly steamed broccoli to flush out excess estrogen. Ditch processed corn oils and syrups and boost blood flow with fresh beets. Don't overload on raw spinach and bring in mushrooms to guard your testosterone. And for sticking with me, here's that bonus mineral tip. We've talked about zinc, but another overlooked mineral is boron. Boron lowers SHBG, a protein that binds to testosterone and makes it unavailable to your body. Lower SHBG, and you've got more free testosterone ready to work for you. You don't need a supplement. Just get it from real food. Avocados, raisins, and prunes are great sources. Add half an avocado to lunch, or a small handful of raisins to your snack, and you're making your testosterone work harder for you every single day. Gentlemen, your health, your energy, your drive, it's not gone. It's right there, waiting for you to make the right choices. And the best part, it starts with something as simple as what you put on your plate. If you found this valuable, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss what's coming next. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me one change you're going to make this week. Share this with a man who needs it. It might be the wake-up call he's been waiting for.